Hey leisure gamers, with it being summer, it's about time we did some grilling recipes. Today we're making Vietnamese style grilled pork, and we're going to serve it with rice vermicelli and some fresh greens. The dish is delicate, savory, and insanely fresh. We're also going to show you how to set up a charcoal grill, which is an inexpensive way to get started grilling. So let's get to it. For equipment, pull out your cutting board and knife and a medium-sized pot to cook the rice vermicelli. You'll also need a blender or food processor to make the marinade, as well as a gas or charcoal grill to cook the pork. For the marinade, start by cutting off the amount of ginger needed, then slice away the outer layer. Cut the ginger into rough slices, as this makes blending easier. For the onion, make vertical cuts following the contours of the onion, then rotate and slice crosswise to form a small dice. The garlic can stay in large chunks, but remove the papery exterior. In the blender, combine the ginger, onion, and garlic. Then the sugar, black pepper, soy sauce, oil, and fish sauce. Fish sauce is a fundamental component of Vietnamese and Southeast Asian cuisine in general. It adds a savory element to dishes and also the necessary salt. There's no denying it though, fish sauce smells awful. But surprisingly, the fishy smell goes away if you balance it in a dish properly. And for those who neglect to add it, the food is much more bland. Check out GamerKitchen's online store to pick up a bottle for this and future recipes. Blend until the vegetables are pureed and the marinade is smooth. Then it's time to slice the pork loin. Cut away any excess fat and slice the pork across the grain into thin sheets. When finished, place the pork in the marinade and coat evenly. This makes a perfect checkpoint. Refrigerate the pork for at least an hour or up to overnight. The next step is the lime dipping sauce, which balances and adds the finishing touches to the final dish. Start by rolling a lime under your palm to loosen the citrus fibers. Then squeeze the juice and measure the amount needed. In a bowl, combine the lime juice, sugar, warm water, and fish sauce. Stir to dissolve the sugar. Add the minced garlic and grated carrot to the dipping sauce. Simply wash and peel the carrot and use a cheese grater to shred the carrot. As a last ingredient, mince up a chili, either dried or fresh. Check out our store to pick up a pack of dried chilies. This is just one of many variations on a Vietnamese dipping sauce, which is a frequent condiment at the dinner table. Stir together all the ingredients and refrigerate the dipping sauce until needed. The next part is to cut all the salad ingredients. They are listed in priority order, and while all the ingredients would be nice to have, I don't want the grocery list scaring you away from trying the recipe. So pick what you're comfortable with. To cook the rice vermicelli, which can also be found on the online store, bring a pot of water to a boil. Then drop in the vermicelli. Cook for 3 to 4 minutes until the noodles are soft. Then drain and rinse the noodles under cold water. For the salad, we used romaine lettuce, cucumber, fresh basil, fresh mint, peanuts, and bean sprouts. Prepare the ingredients as listed in the recipe. The best cucumbers to use are called English cucumbers. They're longer and more slender than typical cucumbers and have less seeds. Take a quarter of a cucumber at a time, then slice it thinly. Then rotate the pieces and cut it again to form matchstick-sized strands. Arrange all the salad ingredients onto a platter. 30 minutes before grilling, take out the pork and let it warm to room temperature, as this helps the pork cook evenly. For those interested in using charcoal, check out our quick tutorial video showing you how to set up a charcoal grill. This is a great reference if you're headed to a park and want to make sure you know what you're doing beforehand. For those using a gas grill, preheat on high. Once the grill is hot, either with charcoal or gas, use tongs to lay out the pork across the hot grates. Try your best to lay out the pork as flat as possible on your first try. By using the active skill grilling fundamentals, the pork will be perfectly cooked. Grilling distinguishes itself because the intense heat sears the exterior of the meat, creating a coating that locks in the flavor and moisture of the meat and makes a delicious coating. When grilling, try to move the meat as little as possible so a good char can develop. If the food is getting way too dark too quickly, turn down the heat on the gas grill, or move the meat to the edges of the grill when using charcoal. Once one side has a light brown char on it, flip the pork and let it sit to develop that delicious coating on the fresh side. Normally we'd season the meat on the grill, but the marinade took care of all their flavorings. You might find that the meat sticks to the grates. The passive skill of grilling, prevent sticking, explains the one of two reasons. First, you're trying to flip the pork too quickly. Until a good char develops, the proteins of the meat are latched onto the metal grates. Once the proteins are cooked enough, or in technical terms, denatured, they're released from the grill and can be flipped easily. Second, if the pork is still sticking after a char is developed, then the oil added to the marinade probably wasn't enough to help it release. In this case, slide your tongs under the pork bit by bit to release the meat. It can also help to oil the grates before cooking another batch. Since the pork is thin, it will cook quickly. Once both sides are beautifully charred, remove the pork from the grill onto a clean plate. Keep the thicker pieces on the grill a bit longer and flip every so often until thoroughly cooked. Now it's time to dish up family style. Lay out the greens, rice vermicelli, dipping sauce, and grilled pork. Place the vermicelli in the bottom of the bowl, then load up on your preferred salad toppings. Place the pork over the salad and garnish with the peanuts. The lime dipping sauce is the final component to round out the dish. Serve on the side or spread a few spoonfuls over each portion. It's up to personal preference, but the sauce should ideally coat the salad without pooling too much at the bottom of the bowl. Alright leisure gamers, good luck grilling. Ask questions if you need to, and we'll see you next time.
Stick around and watch more cooking features here on GamerKitchen, or head over to our other channel, Leisure Gamer, and check out the latest gaming reviews.